What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? So we're here to talk about what we won at auction yesterday, and I'm going to wait till the end of the video to explain that a little more. As you can see, this is part one because there's going to be a second part to this. I waited as long as I could today, hoping that I'd get some more information. Unfortunately, I didn't, so this is going to have to be a two-part series. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out by giving a shout out to autoauctions.io. They help sponsor this channel by giving me a free access to their website, which allows me to check the previous sales of any of these vehicles on Copart, so I can know when they sold, what they sold for, what their damage was when they were listed before. Lots of very useful information, so thank you to autoauctions.io. Please go check them out after you watch this video. So to start out, we have the 2000 Chevy Cavalier. I was totally blown away that this car went for $725. I mean, I was shocked. Now this was a pure sale, and the reason it shows pending and in yellow is because the buyer, the purchaser, has not showed up and actually completed the transaction yet, but that was a pure sale, so that one sold for $725. Moving along, we have a 2002 Chevy Impala. This one sold for $675 from an insurance company. This is pending because it was, no, I'm sorry. I would edit this out, but I'm not going to. This one was a pure sale also. So this one has not been picked up by the purchaser yet. So $675 is what the 02 Impala went for. Next, we have the 2005 Dodge Neon. This one, as you can see on the screen, says specifically on approval. Seller was a third party because it was a donated vehicle, and it went for $425. Now, because it's on approval and in yellow, this means that the bid has not been accepted by the seller yet. So there's a possibility this car may not go for $425. It may go higher if the third-party seller counters with a higher number, or if they decline the bid altogether, it may end up back in auction. Kind of difficult to say. Next, we have the 2005 Mercury Sable. This one went really cheap, $225, again on approval from an insurance company, it says. So we have to wait and see if the insurance company approves the bid of $225. I'm going to guess, because it's an insurance company and because it's not a highly sought after vehicle, the fact it's enhanced with no start, no nothing bio, chances are very good that that bid of $225 is going to go through. But again, we'll have to wait and see. Last but not least, the 2002 Ford Windstar. I had a lot of you telling me to jump on this, but I'm going to explain why I didn't in just a moment. This one was a donation vehicle. It sold for $300 on approval. So again, this may not be an accepted bid, so that price may go up if they counter the purchaser, or if they decline it, this will probably come back up for auction. Just have to wait and see what happens in the future. Now let's get into the meat of this video and the reason you're watching this, which is what did we get at Copart. So as you can see on your screen here, we won the high bid for that 2002 Mercury Sable. Now there's a lot of things I want to go over on this car, but before I go over any of that, I need to know for sure that we won it. I want to give you my reasoning for picking this car out of all the other ones that I showed you, why I thought this was the best bet. And that's something we will go over in a future video, whether or not we win, I guess. I mean, we won, but we're still waiting for the insurance company to come back. And here's what the company can do. They can either accept my bid of $225 and the car is Weird Beard Auto Sales, and then we go pick it up. They can decline the bid altogether and the car goes back to auction. Or what they would most likely do is counter with a higher amount. So let's say our bid is currently $225. They could come back and say, we'll give it to you for $500. If we accept the bid of $500, then the car is ours for $500. Now we can counter them with a lower number. Instead of $500, we could say, we'll do $300, and eventually, if all works out, you meet in the middle, you find a happy ground, and you buy the car and you walk away happy. Now, personally, I think this would be a great car for anything $400 and under, but personally, I think it's just too risky to go above $400, maybe $500, absolutely tops. You're talking about a car that we don't know anything about. The miles are currently unknown. It's enhanced, it's a biohazard, and we don't know the reason why. So there's just too many questions to spend much on this car. But if we got this car up and running, and like I said, please stay tuned for part 2 of this video, because I believe you're going to be really impressed when this is all over, assuming we get it. I really think that this would be a car that could easily sell for around $2,500 on Weird Beard's lot. So hopefully I picked out a good car for him. I think I did. We'll go over some of the more specifics after we find out if we won or not. But hopefully I can bring you guys a video tomorrow telling you for sure that we got this car, or at least, you know, hey, no, we didn't. Either way, stay tuned for tomorrow's video, because I'm going to bring that to you one way or the other. Thanks again. Big shout out to autoauctions.io, and shout out to Sam Crack, because he's the one that hooked me up with these people. Really appreciate both of you guys. Thanks for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. Stay tuned for the next one, and I will catch you very soon.